Welcome to the Afro Anime Initiative, where we discuss everything in Afrofuturism from A to Z. And yes, I swear to God, we are finally close to getting something that starts with Z. I promise. I am your co-host, Darren Bradley, along with
Paulina Guerriere. Hi, guys. I hope you guys are well and staying safe.
P. Let the people know where they can find us on our social medias.
All right. So, first place is here on YouTube or anywhere in case you're listening anywhere else. But yeah, on YouTube at it's Afro AI or Afro underscore AI. You'll see our logo pop up. It'll be the first thing. Another place you can see us on is our Instagram, which is Afro Anime Initiative. It's one long word. Third spot is our Facebook, again, Afro Anime Initiative, but it's three separate words. And the fourth place is our Twitter, which is Afro underscore AI.
Yeah, hit us up there. Let us know what you guys are thinking, what you like to talk about, anything that catches your eye in the realm of Afrofuturism, because it's all basically the realm of Afrofuturism. Let's be honest about that. Oh man, let's kick off with a very nice cross population of anime into the mainstream. The NBA's 2020 season playoff kickoff video celebrating Cowboy Bebop. I mean, it only took 30 years, but man, let's go. Let's go.
Honestly, though, I find it I don't want to say unsurprising, but the kind of creativeness that the NBA always has whenever they're like introducing a new season, they always do something fun. And yeah, it's about time because let's face it, for a fact half of these players are anime fans.
Facts.
Period. Like
Facts.
It's a given. You don't even need solid proof. Like you just look at them and know. And it's really fun too. Like when I first read over it, I'm just like this is great because honestly, since last week actually, Cowboy Bebop has been like consistently on my mind for some reason.
Spotify playlist, go check it out.
Yes, the music, it's final. I'm still over the moon over that. Honestly, I know a lot of fans are. So it's really cool that they finally did something like this. I know they have a podcast. What is it? Shoot, I forgot what it's called. But it's basically like parodied after like Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like that whole like nerd culture just with sports. Like, come on now. I think you and I talked about this too.
Yeah. Sitting around, ain't really got nothing to do. You want to stay focused, but you still want to relax your brain. Pop in a quick anime, throw on some quick pop culture to consume. But when you was a kid and you was so busy focused on one thing, you didn't even have a lot of friends. Let's be honest.
Right.
And y'all need to do that to get your mind off of sports. It's anime. Let's be honest. It's anime.
Right. And it's always the super cool stuff too, because I know these guys appreciate like not only anime like Cowboy Bebop, but like super awesome, well, for kids anyways, Dragon Ball Z. Like I know you're not a fan of Dragon Ball Z. But
did you? I didn't say a word, bro. You brought it up. I didn't say nothing. I was kept my mouth shut. I actually literally left the room as soon as I heard you say Dragon Ball Z. But continue.
You ain't gotta even say all that, but okay. It goes to show. Anyways, so like anime like that, Yu Yu Hakusho, Inuyasha to an extent, because Shisomaru is the goat. So yeah, it's always it's really fun to see something like that, especially with just the chaos that is going on right now, and what is going on back there.
Sorry.
You good?
You good? Yeah.
All right. So I'm really happy to see something like that. It's creative. It's fun.
And like the article that we shared from Bleacher Report that was talking about it, and comicbookresource.com talked about it as well. Everybody, it's finally hit the mainstream. I mean, but what is mainstream anymore? Because like mostly all the geek stuff we love is that is mainstream.
Yeah.
But the biggest selling movies in the world are comic book movies. I mean, the video games that pushed the most units, well, until recently, were based off of comic book characters. And, you know, the geek stuff is mainstream now.
It's
I,
been it's been steadily becoming mainstream for many years at this point.
yeah, it was just the headlines were just Cowboy Bebop finally hits the mainstream. I'm like, no, we've been mainstream, and the rest of y'all just not catching up
Right.
because we've been bumping that music crazy. Your favorite artist been sampling that music or trying to copy it without sampling because they can't afford it. So I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Like we've been in mainstream, y'all just not catching up, yeah.
Exactly. Nobody's been paying
I just
attention.
Right. I just thought it was, like you said, it was just a really cool thing. And it's something, look, let's be honest, the NBA is really smart with marketing. They're like, what do people who have disposable income like? Anime.
Anime, exactly. Duh.
They're like, give us the money. Give us the money.
Whoever's on their marketing team just knows. Like they know where to look. They just know.
Yeah.
They know where to
So
look.
real smart play. And it wasn't oh man, I can't think of the word I was thinking of earlier. It was an homage, and they didn't toss it out like, oh no, we just made this thing new and cool. No, they let you know where it came from. They let you know it's Cowboy Bebop. They let you know the inspiration. They let you know where to go find it. They like, nah. We ain't steal this. We borrowing it. We paying homage.
Absolutely, to one of the greatest anime ever.
Yeah.
No, seriousness, we're not exaggerating. It's actually one of the greatest anime ever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's no argument there. Yes. Yes. So I thought that was really cool and really cool. Just something good, positive to bring the cultures together. Really cool. Speaking of something to bring the cultures together, fighting against this dystopian future ruled by the elites. You sent out an article from PC Gamer talking about how Animal Farm is about to become a video game. Oh no, you're there. We know I bring it back in with the transitions. I bring it back in, man. It's like a thesis statement. I'm here, baby. I'm here. Animal Farm, the video game. Ooh.
When I saw that, I'm like, how's that gonna work? Because I love this book. This book was my jam when I first read it in the 7th grade, 8th grade. Nice little paperback from George Orwell, and now it's a video game, and it's like, I don't know. I'm curious. I want to play it because it's gonna come out in the fall. So it's like literally not even 2 months away it's going to be released. And I'm just like, oh, they must have kept this. I mean, I want to say they kept this hush hush, but like I think a lot of people haven't really would pay attention to it. I don't know. Cuz it's pretty quiet. Like not quiet, but it's like one of those things where it's just niche, if that makes sense.
It's the thing about PC gaming, which I love. I'm PC master race, sorry, console plebs. But you get like 100 games a day. It can be overwhelming. And even something that sounds as cool as this, and you would think, especially with the times we living in, people want to play it into it. But it's like, hey, we doing this really cool thing. Everybody, okay, cool. Here's this other cool thing that came out 10 seconds ago. You know what I mean? Right. So it's like until it's out or until like a lot of big people play it, or at least enough big people talk about it, we're big. Well, talk about it, it's not going to get the traction, But it's going to be one of those things where we're going to find on Twitch. And I believe suddenly it's going to be like 1,000 people watching it. Twitch's going to be like, wait, what is happening?
Like
why is nobody watching Fortnite or something? They're like, why is people watching somebody play Animal Farm?
Right, exactly. And it's like I just said, it's going to be a sleeper hit. I feel like it will be because number one, it's literally parallel. It's a parallel to what is literally happening right now. 1, 2, if anybody, actually knows, it's pretty much the retelling of the Russian Revolution.
Right.
So just with, farm animals and stuff that makes you want to punch a wall because it's the same crap that we're seeing right in front of us.
And I love how, like I said, it's just really announced. They had a trailer. Again, go to PCGamer.com. They'll have the trailer up there. And it's, of course, on their YouTube channel. And they say, like, okay, So are we just gonna be stuck in this dystopian future? Is that it? Or will the game mechanics allow you to change the course of history? Because, like you said, the Russian Revolution started off mad hopeful. The people were in charge, and that sucker flipped to a dictatorship without nobody even knowing what happened.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
I just like that one line in the description. But can we change the course of history? Like, see, that's how you get people. You get a little bit of hope
Just a
to play
little.
your video game, just to see if they could do something in real life.
To see, will it apply in real life? Because whatever's happening, whatever messed up stuff is happening right now is definitely happening in this game. So, hey, let's
Mm-hmm.
let's be hopeful. And even with the upcoming elections with the candidates, yikes.
Yeah, it's like you eating a full pile of manure or half a pile of manure. Either way, you still got to eat manure.
Hmm.
Um, I keep trying to ask black people what you think we only getting half. But anyway, yeah, I can't. I look forward to Animal Farm, the video game on PC coming this fall.
I hope it comes. I hope it drops on Switch at some point because I've been on my Switch for a
Yeah.
minute now. Yes, I've been getting games left and right. Well, not left and right, but there's like a big sale going on with indie games on in the Switch store.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
just random side note: get a short hike. Please get a short hike. It's the cutest, most chill game. It's like Animal Crossing, but without the capitalist bullshit.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's
And,
it's legit relaxing. Okay, back to this. Sorry.
no. But mad facts, just to add Animal Crossing into there, I have no beef with Animal Crossing's capitalist BS because it's teaching kids now how much BS that is.
True. That is true.
It's like, so don't fall into that trap because you want some pretty things.
True.
Because that's
Exactly.
all it is. You doing all this extra crap, cleaning up weeds, fishing constantly, doing menial work just to get that extra pretty wooden chair.
Yes.
They're
Exactly.
like, come on,
That's why I
hold
never
on, and
purchased
I'm
it. Period.
right, and I'm saying this from a collector's point of view because I do spend extra money on pretty plastic things, but I know it's crap. I'm an adult now. The kids need to learn earlier than I did.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
The kids need
Learn
to
them
learn
young.
earlier.
They gotta learn them young.
Exactly.
So, I get it, because that's why I never put my money down. People are like, "Oh, it's
Mm-hmm.
relaxing," but then I have to do this, 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 and this. I'm like, "Oh, that's not relaxing at all. I have to do this in real life. Why do I want to?
And right, right,
Why do I want to do this in a video game? No."
right. And I literally asked somebody, okay, so what's the goal where you're building a house? Okay, I get that. You work hard so you can own some property. Well, you don't own it. You still got to pay due this. Oh, so you in debt. So that's what you're telling me. You're playing the game because you're in debt. And then when you pay off your debt, then he still asks you to do stuff to better the community. But what do you get from it? What do you get from bettering the community? Look, a whole bunch of neighbors you don't want. Oh, what? What happened? Oh, gentrification? Huh? What?
And some NPCs who will screw you over.
Man.
Oh man.
Man.
Oof.
I watched somebody play that live on Twitch. I was like, and you find this relaxing? How?
I don't know, man. And then the tarantulas will kill you or something.
Oh yeah, Tarantula Island. Yeah.
Oh I'm like, how is this
But
relaxing? This is stressful.
yeah, it's just weird stuff like that. But like I said, but if we get kids into it and we teach kids, look, and hopefully it's what I hope it does, teach kids that it's a trap. And hopefully it's not the Japanese mentality where this you got to do to succeed. Because let's be honest, it's still a Japanese game.
Yeah, it is.
That's the Japanese mentality. You work hard to get that extra 2 feet in your apartment building. You know what I mean? It's like, okay. But anyway, but yeah, Animal Crossing, capitalist trap, Animal Farm, fascist? But we'll see. We'll find out. We'll find out.
That's a good question. I didn't even think about totalitarianism.
Yeah, totalitarianism. Yeah, because not fascist yet. Yeah, totalitarianism. You're correct. Correct. You got it. You're right. So yeah. So
I was all about the Russian Revolution before.
Right. So I look forward to. I think I might get Animal Crossing and then Animal Farm just to see how these two video games using anamorphic animals teaches us how crap we are as human beings.
And then to be uplifted, get a short hike. It's a bit of a short game, but it's adorable. Literally, you're still anamorphic, and I can't even say it. But you play a little bird who goes and visits their aunt, and you just go hiking around. You just go hiking, and you meet different people. You do different stuff, and the goal is to climb to the peak of the tallest mountain on that land. But
Hmm.
it's just you learn to fly around, you learn to glide, you collect feathers to go to climb even higher. It's super cool, and it's so chill. The time will fly. It will fly. So yeah, if you want to stress yourself out, go ahead, do Animal Farm and Animal Crossing, and then if you want to chill out, do a short hike. I'm telling you, it's on the Steam store. It's also on Switch. It just dropped yesterday, and nope, 2 days ago, it dropped.
Nice.
And then I was like, I bought it. I have like both PC and Switch because I love that game so
Nice.
much. It's so nice. All right.
All right. Well, that brings us to our main topic of discussion, which won't go away anytime soon because this weekend, August 22nd, we're filming this on the Thursday before, DC FanDome is happening. 24 hours of DC Warner Brothers content, letting you know what's going on in the realm of the DCEU, DC television, and of course, the source of all of this, the great comic books. This again, 24 hours. 9 different languages. We're not sponsored, by the way. Just letting everybody know that we're not sponsored. I just thought it was something cool to talk about because DC FanDome coming up this weekend, especially after the horrific week in layoffs at Warner Brothers Entertainment.
Yep.
Let's be honest, it's about to be a giant puff piece, but it's a puff piece I don't care about. See, we're not sponsored. I can tell the truth. Pete, how about you go first, or you want me to go first? I did ran a lot last week.
I'll go first, and then you can just take the rest of it away.
Gotcha.
Okay, first of all, this is the first I've ever heard of FanDome. Is this like the first year they've ever done this, or have they done this before?
First year.
Okay.
First year, COVID stuff, remember? All the COVID stuff, all this is new.
Okay. Wait, because I'm asking if it's like they've done something like this convention-wise years prior, or this is the first time they've ever gathered, period, with DC-related stuff, both TV, movies, and comics content. Like, is that period?
This is the first time DC has done it themselves.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So that sounds cool. Interestingly enough, it's only one day though, but it's for 24 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Which kind of sucks. Which kind of sucks because, side note, I'll be working the first half of the day, but I'll still, I guess, have the rest of the day. I don't know. I'm actually looking forward to the comics because they will be releasing 200 comics for free. It'll be available for people to have access to and read, and it'll be a cool opportunity to jump into stuff you've always wanted to but couldn't afford to. I know that there's a lot of like Batman stuff, Gotham worldwide stuff that I'm interested and curious to really dive deep into. Hopefully I can at least get something out of it. I don't know, and then maybe some like independent niche stuff they may have available. I don't know, but that's what I'm most interested in. But this is an interesting thing that they also set it up where it's primarily available on your PC or your Mac. But if you do it by phone, by mobile, you only have access to like one aspect of it, but not the whole thing, because it'll require a keyboard, which I'm like, okay. So, and it's free. Like, you don't even have to make a subscription or nothing. You just go to the site and just chill out there for the whole day, I guess. So, I guess that's all I got. And I guess I'm just looking forward to reading the comics. What about you, Darren?
That's dope. Man, I want to be hyped for this, but I've been over. I think the hype train died for me after, I want to say, Avengers: Infinity War, and I love that movie.
Wow!
But it was so hyped. The hype was never gonna match even how great the movie was, and it kind of made me not enjoy the movie as much. And I'm like, but this is great. Why do I feel this way? I'm like, because I fell into the hype. So after Avengers: Infinity War, I just stopped going into the hypes of things. I would look at some trailers. I would listen to interviews. I would listen like, oh, okay, cool. People are excited for it. When I see it, if I like it, that's when I get excited. And with DC, and everybody knows, like I said, I'm a Marvel dude. I was raised on Marvel, but I like DC too. Like my godfather gave me like tons of classic DC books, and I cherish those books. I cherish that relationship I have with him. And I know.
I,
So DC holds a special place in my heart. It does. But Warner Brothers has been messing up ever since the AOL buyout. And now with these layoffs, and I remember like we talked about how setting up the new era would be during COVID, how they would do these conventions. All this stuff is pre-taped. None of this is live.
oh no.
Exactly.
Ew.
None of this is live. They're not going to talk about the layoff. This is going to be a giant puff piece. And I understand they need it, and I understand the business side of it, but it's also like, how I don't know how excited I can be about, okay, cool, The Rock finally finna get his movie. Okay, cool. We gonna get the Batman movies. Okay, cool. Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck gonna show up in the Flash movie. Great. What we gonna do about all those people y'all just fired? What we gonna do about all these comic books y'all just canceled? What we gonna do about y'all moving the app, the DC Universe app, which I actually thought was pretty cool. The DC Universe app, you finna cancel all that and move that to HBO. How's that gonna come over? How are you gonna
Whoa. Hold on. What are they doing with the DC app?
the DC app? Remember, that's where the comic books, the TV shows, everything was all together.
Yeah.
Well, they're moving all those shows over to HBO Max. So the comic book side is gonna be all digital and nothing connected to the movies and things, or it's just gonna be another comic book app. And a lot of the comic book apps don't do well if it's not a lot there.
What the heck?
But again, Warner Brothers has always been good with other mediums. And yeah, DC Comics is cool, but other mediums were better. Their television shows, their movies. So people be like, oh yes, I remember this TV show. Wait, there's a comic book? When you have the option to press the comic book right there, that's increasing your comic book audience. Again, the source material grows. That means you can make more new things. But if you're cutting that off, you're shrinking down the source material audience. It's going to be more difficult for you to make stuff because let's be honest. In comic books, even though they $5 a pop now, some not $3.50 in some cases, digital even less. Love digital comic books. That's where you experiment. That's where you can experiment and not lose your whole business if it doesn't work. You're not going to experiment in a $300 million film. You're not, unless you know it works somewhere else first. But if you cut off the place where it works first, how's it going to get to the movies? How's it going to get to the TV show? Exactly. Everybody talks about how cool Batwoman is on CW. Oh my God, this openly gay character. She's the star of the show. Yeah, you know where they did that first at? The comic books. It worked in the comic books. Batwoman became prominent again because of the comic books. You honestly think they're going to experiment with stuff like that on the TV show? A $300 million movie? So I'm not that excited. I know the comic book stuff is coming out, but I'm always been a comic book fan. It's not that much I'm not up on right now. So cool that they putting them out for free. All right. I'm not that interested in the comic book side because I'm caught up. The TV side, unfortunately, is mostly CW, and I've been out of CW for a while. Hey, if you want to catch up on that Black Lightning, we have a playlist on my Black Lightning season, whatever review, season 3 review. And I may not do 4, so go watch season 3 review.
Oh my God.
But CW, I'm not that those shows aren't made for me. They're just not. And that's fine. They're made for some people, and I hope they buy comic books. But those shows aren't made for me. The Harley Quinn animated series. Gorgeous. Beautiful. I hope they announce season 3. I don't have to watch DC FanDome to know if season 3 is coming. There's going to be more than enough reporters to tell me. Because of the reputation, because I know both the business and creative side of Warner Brothers, I'm really not excited for this. I hope it goes well. I hope people enjoy it. I hope DC fans have an incredible good time. I hope they drop some great news. I hope they show some cool stuff. The internet's going to get it anyway.
Of course. Of course.
Right. So I just feel a double-edged sword with DC fandom because I understand what's happening on the business side and the restructuring. It's a restructuring, and I understand it had to be a restructuring. It's a bloated company, and they were failing. I'm sorry, DC fans, y'all were failing. There's no way that every DC movie that has Batman in it shouldn't do $1 billion. Y'all ain't doing that stuff. Y'all not get. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the only thing that's successful is Wonder Woman,
Aquaman, and Aquaman's a straight rip off of Black Panther.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Aquaman was straight up whip off of Black Panther. We can talk about that in the comments, but y'all know I'm right. So it's it's too much at stake, but also we know, well, if you're paying attention behind the scenes and you heard my rant from last week, this is a fluff piece. They're not going to talk about any of the stuff that's happening right now at this moment. Everything is future plans, future plans, future plans, future plans.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like, okay,
Yeah, they'll just
sure.
mow over all the layoffs. It's like, oh, here's something to distract you with. Go.
Right.
It's literally what it is.
Right. Because I'm interested in James Gunn. I'm not going to watch the panel. I mean, Suicide, I'll wait till the movie come out because I've been, again, after Infinity War, getting into the hype of things takes away my enjoyment from the actual thing, the actual movie. So I'm not going to get hyped about it. I want to see it. Do I want to see the new Batman, Matt Reeves Batman? Yes, I do. Am I interested in Flash? Yes, but not because of Flash. So that's a bad thing. And I actually like Flash comic books. So I don't know. I don't know. But again, it's this weekend, August 22nd, 24 hours. Like you said, you got to work the half a day. You could probably catch it on the later streams when they recycled everything.
Yeah.
Because like I said, everything's pre-taped. Everything's been pre-taped, yo.
But
and the only
for the comics. That's all.
Yeah,
that's all I care more about.
Right, but the only thing that isn't going to be redone twice is the viewing area where they're going to show full animated movies and probably 1 or 2 episodes from TV shows. They're only going to do that once, and I think that's really cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm bummed that I'll probably miss out on half of that, but it's okay.
Yeah, and I'm not worried about missing any of those things because, like I said, I do support DC. I'm probably going to buy those things anyway. So they're probably going to be added to the collection. So I'm not worried about missing them or anything. I'm going to buy them anyway. So yeah, it's the DC animated stuff. Let me clarify. I've always been down for DC animation. They've always been kicking butt in that realm. Lately, they've been a little off, but hopefully this restructuring will bring them back up to how great they were a few years ago. Like every DC movie that dropped was fire on the animation side. Fire. So hopefully they'll bring it back up with the restructuring. But yeah, I don't know. DC FanDome, it sounds like it's a puff piece to me. Can't even talk to anybody live. Sorry, I ended abruptly. I was going to repeat myself, so I just stopped talking.
Okay. Actually, I appreciate that. Stop. Okay. Yeah, it is. And it sucks the way how DC is just handling stuff. It's just why?
It's Warner Brothers, and I don't blame DC itself. Again, even as a Marvel fanboy, yes, I'll take that claim as a Marvel fanboy, a Marvel zombie. I don't blame DC Comics. I don't blame Jim Lee. It's the AOL Warner Brothers. It's Time Warner. It's the giant corporate machine that swallowed them up. And I understand you need the corporate machine to last. And remember, Marvel went to Disney. I get it. I understand. But that corporate machine has showed how they actually feel about the comic books that should be making them $1 billion easy every couple of months.
Right.
Especially when they look over at Disney and they like, what the crap? And they're like, out of the comic book division? Yeah. I know everybody likes Star Wars. I like Star Wars, but let's be honest. Star Wars has literally been underperforming except for Mandalorian. Nothing. The Star Wars has not reached the heights that it was supposed to. Money-wise, yes. Creative-wise, no. Merchandise, no. But the Mandalorian and some of the stuff that's away from the main movies is killing it. But it isn't doing what Disney wanted it to do. It didn't make that what they buy for $4 billion. I don't know what word I said. $4 billion. They bought it for $4 billion. It didn't make that money back as fast as they thought it would. They were spending money trying to keep it up because fans was attacking. It eventually gave their money back, but it didn't go as fast as they thought it would. Marvel, of all things, remember, Marvel was bankrupt. Marvel didn't even own its most popular characters. Marvel has been the most consistent thing for Disney, and I'm seeing it with Thor: The Dark World being released, okay? Marvel has been their most consistent thing, and Pixar, but that's a whole other story. Marvel. And Warner Brothers looking like, okay, so we bought the AOL Time Warners are like, okay, so we bought Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers bought DC a long time ago. Why the crap we not making $1 billion every 3 months like Marvel?
It's weird.
And I don't blame the comic book side for that. I don't. It's the rest of the structure. So I hope it's a good thing. Well, the firings, all the mass firings is not a good thing, especially the timing of it during the middle of the pandemic. But I hope it refocuses everybody. But what it looks like, they're still going to shortchange the comic books. They're going to shortchange the comic books, and the creativity is going to suffer like it always does when you take down the source material. Again, I'm reiterating what I said last week. Hope you guys watched last week's episode. If not, hey, I'm Darren, and I'm mad at DC right now.
And it's valid. It's very valid. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot.
It's a lot. But let's not end it there. Enjoy DC FanDome. If you're going to attend the stuff, hit us up in the comments with the stuff that you want to see, the stuff you like. Lift my spirits up about what's going on right now at Warner Brothers Entertainment. Because the video game side seems to be safe. They fired all those people, so they kept the whole division. Cool, I guess. So wow. I am looking forward to the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League video game by Rocksteady, the makers of Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and I guess they made that Arkham Knight. Anyway, Arkham Knight sucks. Okay. I'm looking forward to that. Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. That I'm looking forward to. But that might be one of the few video game things that come out. So I know at least 45 different sites that's going to cover that one thing. I don't have to watch DC FanDome to get that. So, Yes, I'm looking forward to that. See, look, positivity. Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. And maybe Injustice 3 news. Because I don't think they're going to do anything else for Mortal Kombat. So NetherRealm, which is owned by Warner Brothers Games, should be announcing Injustice 3. But Injustice 2 wasn't that great. It looked good, but gameplay-wise, I wasn't feeling it that much.
I heard it wasn't all that great either.
Nah, not on the gameplay side, but the visuals were stunning. I really enjoy how it looked. And the story was great. It's so weird. NetherRealm got me saying, yeah, I played a fighting game for the story mode. But yeah. So the story was great. The story was fantastic. So maybe some Injustice 3 news. So the video game side gives me a little glimmer of hope, but again, can't fall for the hype train. Just can't.
And I don't blame you. I think there's just been so much hype with just a lot of, I don't want to say mediocre stuff. Because a lot of stuff's not mediocre, but I don't know. I feel like there's just been a lot of mediocre content coming out, even if it's with stuff that we're familiar with and have always been hyped for. Except for Cowboy Bebop. That will always be hyped.
Except for Cowboy Bebop, always hype.
Always hype. Still looking forward to the live action. Oh my god. Let me shut up.
Can't wait.
But yeah, it's I hope you guys enjoy FanDome. I hope to at least enjoy one thing or another from FanDome, and just be in a kind of a DC mindset for the weekend, even though I'll be working. But it'll get me through working because I want to slap some people at my job. But yeah, I think we got anything else, Darren, or is that?
Oh, we got one more thing. Like I said, let's end on some positivity.
Yes, of course.
Netflix, Aggretsuko, Season 3 drops August 27th. If you've been following us on the channel, we've been down with Aggretsuko since day one. Yay. Paulina reminded me about the comic strip, even though I haven't read it, forgot all about it till this freaking anime drop. So with Aggretsuko, we probably gonna do a review of the whole season on the channel. August 27th, it comes out. So look forward to that. Some positivity at the end of this.
Question. Woo! Did you do season 2? A review of season 2?
We did a review of season 2 in the middle of something else, but we only did season 1 on its own.
Oh, I see. Okay, I forgot. Oh, It's been a minute.
Oh, it's been a while. Yeah,
It's been a
because
minute.
I honestly don't think they thought Agretsuko was gonna be big. That's
No,
why
they
we got
didn't.
the little Christmas special,
They did
and that
not.
Christmas special just reiterated everything from season two. So
and
I was just like, I'm not gonna review this. It's just a review of season
I'm
two.
like, do I want to rewatch season 2? It's been a minute since I watched.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do I want to go through all of that? Do I want to go through the emotional turmoil? I'm already like
Hmm.
feeling like yeah in my real life right now. Do I really do I want to watch all of this? It's adorable animation, and I just like I feel her with the aggression, but I don't know.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't know what to expect for season 3. Let me shut up.
That's what I'm saying. So, like I said, I believe the Christmas special is still up. Yeah, it should be. It's Netflix. They own it. Um, check out the Christmas special, and it basically just recaps season two. It really does. It's
Oh,
a
I
good
see.
special, but that's all it is. A recap. That's all it is. So
Oh,
yeah,
I
that's
see.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's all I got from my end. Like I said, let's end on some positivity.
All right. And well, thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. Hit us up. Interact with us. We're here. We're always here. We enjoy doing this. I genuinely enjoy doing this. I
For
can't.
sure.
I don't know if I should ask you, Darren, because I know you do. But do you enjoy doing
I enjoy doing this when DC don't do stupid stuff. Yeah.
All right. You're so terrible.
Oh man. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop. Good
All
luck,
right.
FanDome. We hope you do well, FanDome. We really do. We really
Yes,
do.
fingers crossed. And hopefully there's plenty of content for you guys to enjoy, have fun, and talk to me about Wonder Woman too, because I'm actually looking forward to that. It's so colorful. I want to see more of it. And how did okay, I have questions, but that's for later. Bye.
Bye.